Well, how many of you guys like to take pictures of just random things? Anybody? Do you guys like taking pictures of yourselves? You guys are lying in there. You know you guys are interested in pictures. Well, this is a modeling portfolio, and this portfolio is significant into the modeling industry. And at the end of my speech, you will have a better understanding of the culture of modeling and how this portfolio plays a big part. I'm first going to tell you about some of the history of it, and then I'm going to share a little bit about how I identify with this culture. And it all started back as far as ancient Greece, when models were considered fine art models, and these models were used by artists who use the human body and form to make their masterpieces come to life. So the fine art model later developed to what is now called the supermodel, which we all know plenty of now. And supermodel is, by definition, a model who has reached the status of a celebrity. And a portfolio, now that I have told you a little bit about the history of modeling, I'm going to tell you how my art bag connects to that. And a portfolio is an album-like book, as you can see, and it is an album-like book, and that is used to showcase models the type of different emotions and the different types of poses that they can capture on camera. And these portfolios are generally taken to castings, also known as ghosties or auditions. And castings are meetings that are held with a client that are in need of a model who will be able to sell the merchandise. So you might be asking, well, what happens at these castings? Well, at these castings, when you first walk in, the majority of clients will ask for a portfolio or a comp card. And a comp card is a card that has a model's name, agency number, measurements, and a couple of photos that will help the client remember you and will actually help them remember you for if they want to book you or not. So if a model shows up without one of these things, there's a high risk that they'll be forgotten. And if you guys go to a job interview that requires a resume and you don't bring it, do you guys think you guys are going to get hired? No, right? Well, it's basically like that. A small portfolio is basically like their resume. And I chose this portfolio to represent the culture of modeling because I believe it is important, because without it, a client's not going to know if you guys are able to sell their merchandise. And as a designer, you want people to buy your merchandise. So now that I've talked to you guys about how this portfolio connects to the culture of modeling, I'm now going to share my experience and how I identify with this culture. And it all started back when I was younger, growing up. I was always on the thin side, apparently, obviously. And I was in the summer of 6th grade, my body decided to grow about 5 inches. And when in middle school, actually, I was always told by people and my friends and my mom that I should try modeling, but I never really took it into consideration, considering that I was a little bit of a tomboy. And it wasn't until my freshman year in high school where I actually realized that I wanted to be a part of this industry. And so I told my mom, and she enrolled me in a modeling school. And after my courses were done, she talked to the director, and the director reached out to me and a couple of other students and asked us if we wanted to represent the school in a 6-day competition, in which I did. I took it, and so we went. And in my division, there was about 200 girls, and it was a tough competition, but I managed to get 2nd place. And the judges there that were judging us, they were Model Scout agents, so that's how I was able to become part of this industry. And so when I signed with my agency, I was given test shoots, which basically are photo shoots that help me or help anybody build their portfolio. And when you build your portfolio, it only means that, well, the more you build your portfolio, the more jobs you book. And having an agency or a portfolio doesn't mean that you're going to start working right away, but it just means that you're prepared. And you always want to be prepared for an occasion or an event. You never want to go empty-handed. So at throughout my speech, you guys learned how these portfolios are significant in the culture of modeling, and I first told you guys a little bit of the history about it, and then I told you guys how I identified with this culture. So being a part of this industry has taught me a lot. It has taught me how to embrace myself, and no matter how my body looks, being skinny, tall, no matter how, what it looks, what I'm blessed with. And it also has taught me how to be prepared, well organized, well presented, friendly, outgoing, and most importantly, confident. So next time you guys are presented with an opportunity or to try something new, don't be afraid to take it because you never know what experience can